Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Downtime, the Hangar, where we talk about all things GBO2 and Tangent a lot, and probably are going to Tangent more than ever, unless this is 30 minutes long, because, well,
It can go either way at this point. We'll
that
see.
that banner picture. But anyway, today I'm joined by Gustav the 13th
Yep.
and GamingEmblem.
Howdy, howdy.
So guys, how was your past week?
It's been just peachy. Get in there with more near replicant. Besides that, doing a lot of GBO2. Trying to get I think I got my rating where I want it to be, at least for now, on Gus. And besides that, we've just been doing practice. We almost have enough for, I think, 4 teams for the upcoming evening matches. I may just stick to 3, we'll see. But still, pretty good turnout. Hopefully we can get some good numbers in there. And besides that, just doing my best to try to keep up with like VODs and posts on YouTube, yada yada. So the usual. What about you guys?
Well, I just decided not to have a week, just like how BB Studios decided not to have a banner. I think we can do that.
It's right? Already begun.
Oh, burn. Nah, but normal week for me. Just been working. Little bit of an uptick with work wise though. I'm actually pretty exhausted today. I don't know. I've been weary. I had to wake up earlier for work. It sucks when you have to go in earlier. Your body's like, why aren't you sleeping right now? I was like, I gotta go to work. That was me for a little bit this morning, and I have not caught back up. But on a nifty little side note, I've been playing Judgment off stream in bits and pieces in my free time, and I beat the game the other night. It's pretty cool. I can't wait for the second game to come out. Although I was kind of hoping there would be some kind of Yakuza-esque cameo, and there's a possibility that I just don't recognize any of the characters. But usually, like, whenever they have somebody that was in an old game, they kind of make it pretty clear that
they make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
They give them the theme and all this other shit.
Yeah, this person that you don't know is somebody important. But I thought it was pretty cool when you fight the like big boss guy. I was kind of expecting Yagami to like throw off his shirt and have like, I don't know, a cat tattoo or something, since you have to go look for him in every investigation.
Oh my god!
But there's no like Yakuza final boss like tattoo flex that occurs in this game. But they still do the whole thing. Like, I guess it's a common theme because I think they didn't like a dragon. When you fight the final boss, you both do like a kick at each other, and they have like their like legs crossing.
They both hit each other. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're doing a thing. This is like a serious fight.
Yeah. They're equal footing, cool. And they're gonna beat each other up. Yeah, for Yakuza, it's normally like punches and they cross each other and like, oh god, and then they like break up and then like start the fight.
Yeah, Yagami's pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about his fighting style. Crane style seems virtually worthless. Like, it seems like it's all about Tiger. But Yagami does cool stuff, and the characters are cool too. Kaito's a boss.
I like that he has style changes, because that was something that I liked in 0 and the Kiwami 1. And I kind of missed it after it went away. So, like, knowing that it's in the first one and then it's actually going to be coming back in the second too, that's pretty hype. And it looks like he can transition a little bit more seamlessly, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, all you do is hit the down button on the D-pad, and you can transition to each style. So it's pretty seamless. But they need to make it so that Crane style breaks guards. Anybody that like can put their arms up just negates Crane style. You just bounce off of them, and everybody beats the shit out of you. So they need to like do something to make Crane a little bit better. But game's pretty neat. Without going into spoiler town, the bad guy is the bad guy. Who never would have saw it coming guy shows up, and you save everybody, and the game is over. Video games. Can't wait for the next one.
Also,
the,
side note,
PSO2
Magnum, are
changes.
you gonna get into the lobby or?
Oh yeah. But yeah, as far as the block stuff that you were talking about, block kind of get pretty annoying things. But yeah, as far as my week, pretty much same stuff for the most part. Dailies, a lot of space. For some reason, I've just been all over that Thunderbolt. I linked emblem video of the Thunderbolt, and looking back at it, the only impressive thing I did was run away as the ace and get the kills when I needed to, and fight for the kills, fight for my life just to get a kill with that one Mark II. There was a dude on like 10 health, like he had no health bar, like his health bar was non-existent, and this Mark II is like, I got my Vulcans, and I'm like, I'm the ace, I've got this.
Magnum, it sounds like you're describing every ace match ever.
I know, right?
In the world.
But like, it still surprises me when I go in and I'll message somebody after it, and be like, "Yo, not trolling, not not being a dick. What do you know how ace matches work?" And most of the time, they have no clue that the ace is getting 3 times the score. They just think the ace is worth. They think they're playing like chess essentially, where you got to protect the king kind of thing is the only actual rule in the game, and it's just like, well, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
They got half of it down at least.
Yeah, they got the half part, except for they never group to protect. So
yeah, so they get it, but
like,
don't want to.
We got to kill that one.
Okay.
We got to kill the other team. Good luck over there. Dodge bullets. Hell, dodge bullets and lasers. But yeah.
I mean, ace seems to be like an excuse for people who just don't want to deal with basic at that point. Like, I just want to fight. This one does it, and it's still unrated. Let's go.
Well, and like that game too, it was one of those weird ones where I was like B+, and it was putting me like, I'm pretty sure there was like a C in there. I didn't know if you were gonna watch far enough to actually see the ratings, because I think later on, like at the end of the video, I can't remember if you saw that, but I was just like, oh well, they're like, I'm pretty much almost A-, and like most of the team is like C+ and B-. Like, what in the world is this? Like, what was this matchmaking? So it was like, well, no wonder I got ace, I guess, and no wonder he was chasing down the dude trying to take the kill. Probably has no clue. So fair enough. Like, maybe they're just getting into ace matches or something, because that's the only thing that was up at that time, right? And I mean, that's kind of one of the other problems. And the only place that it actually says anything about 3 times the score is at the bottom of the game. Like, if you swap this from brawl to ace match right now, the tips at the bottom would change, and you could go through the tips and actually see that it says 3 times the score, and that's the only place that it says the ace gets 3 times and is worth 3 times.
I
And
think
it's just like,
it tells you once when you're new, and then people just obviously they either don't look or they forget.
When I was doing a new account,
stupid pop-up, get out of here! I'm playing the video game.
Yeah,
well, no,
I will play with robots.
It doesn't even tell you that in the pop-up on a fresh account, because that's one of the things I was doing when I was trying to make the guides. I was like, do I have to make an ace match video for like the little tips and tricks when the Western release was coming out?
The answer was yes.
And the answer was definitely yes, because all it said is, become the ace if doing well or something, and I'm like, cool.
So it was in English
and then it was like,
else.
yeah, I mean, it was still like, I count on you stuff, right? But it was like, you become the ace. Right. I mean, they updated it at least once, so it was like, become the ace for having highest score or something. And then, I mean, I think it's pretty much still what it says right now. If you hit the touchpad, which this right now just says about random teams, but like it's the touchpad menu thing, and it's just like, and then it's like, protect the ace or something, and that's about it. Or I don't know exactly what it. I can't even remember, but it's useless information. There's nothing that tells that you get more points. Oh, that's what it is. Ace is worth more. I'm pretty sure
that's all they tell them.
I'm pretty sure that's all it says. Ace is worth more.
Well,
All you need to
the
know,
bigger
kill
thing
enemy
about
ace.
the bigger thing about that is that they just need to update the training stuff too. Like there
Actually-
should just be mode specific ones. Magnum, come back.
Hang on. Here, I'm gonna look this up and just bring it up right now.
I mean, Magnum, honestly, the problem is everybody reads the ticker, right? Did you know Adomson or whatever loves cats?
Brawl match, a free-for-all
Here we
solo
go.
battle. The pilot who earns the most points within the limit wins. Wow.
Focuses on the mobile suit and could allow for a last-minute comeback. Ace match. Aces are selected for both teams for the last 3 minutes. Aim for a comeback via ace bonus. I guess technically that's the only place that ace bonus. There you go. Just like a basic match, victory is decided on total score. The cost of destroyed mobile suit is converted to points. Aces are selected at 3 minutes. 2 pilots who have contributed the most are selected as aces. Turn the situation around with the ace bonus. Destroy the ace mobile suit for a big point boost, or prepare to panic if yours is defeated.
Wow, they actually say to prepare to panic in the description.
So that just makes it sound like the ace bonus is the ace is you're protecting the king at that point.
Yeah, it does seem like a bad way to describe it. But Neidhart's favorite book is Base Camp Leadership for Dummies. That's down at the bottom of the screen too.
And Leona's full name is
that.
Leona Lucraft, and she's 21 years old. Wow.
Yeah, relevant information, my man. Tenda loves chocolate.
But yeah, other than that, been playing some League of Legends, been getting back in there with that, and then did quite a bit of Phantasy Star Online 2 last night. New Genesis, that is. And it's been really interesting. So here we go. Here's a tangent, because other than that, I think that's about it. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Same old. Just been pretty busy. About to go on vacation, so yeah, gotta get ready for that. So I won't be actually doing the clan stuff this weekend, but it is one of the late night ones, so hopefully we still have 2 teams for that. So good luck to M&G. Let's go. But anyway, the Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. It's kind of interesting. I've been hearing some mixed messages from some people. Specifically where I rated, they were just complaining about the game a little bit, more of their concerns as people who've played PSO2 and seeing that the systems are kind of basic now. And I'm like, well, as far as Ranger go, because missing classes and stuff, fair enough, right? But like as far as Ranger's concerned right now, doing the launcher stuff, launcher just got so much more. Well, it's a little weird. I feel like I almost have better AoE with the rifle right now. Maybe when they add some skills, it'll get better. But it's definitely really cool. Like, this new skills are really cool and they're really effective. You get this little grenade thing that will regen all of your PP if you blow it up. So you can use your target thing, your weak bullet, or actually what's it called? Whatever the English version is. But the target thing where everybody deals more damage. Then you throw the grenade on it, and then you just blast it with your. I'm firing my laser. With that same attack.
Photonic.
Oh,
your photon burst.
Yeah, or no, not photon burst. It's the
photon cannon. No,
something. Actually, that might be what it's called. Is the launcher beam that you shoot. You just do the thing like in the old game. You would do this, and then you would go. So now it's that same thing. Only I think your character just does this, and then launches a giant.
It's like
beam.
an orbit strike or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's not the orbit one, but it's the launcher equivalent essentially.
I know.
The
what
orbit strike
about.
is now your actual special big attack. Is now the orbit strike.
Yeah, you don't call your mag spirit anymore. You just do cool stuff.
And then the giant Nova cannon blast is now the launcher's epic attack, or whatever you want to call that, ultimate move.
That's the photon blast.
Yeah. So but the laser that you just would do for DPS and the normal base game is still the same. It it's a whole lot better as far as targeting goes. It's not slow to rotate. I mean, it's still slow to rotate, but it's not like oh, the enemy moved. Time for me to aim. Hang on, I'm rotating. Hang on, I'll get there. Okay, no, I ran out of resource. Okay, at least now you can just be like stop, and then you'll do the slightly slow animation, but then you can just instantly turn and you're good to go and no like super long downtime. So it's like as far as quality of life for everything, I feel like the game has gotten a million times better quality of life wise. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me playing Ranger a lot, but for Ranger, the game feels night and day difference as far as just better quality of life.
I like the changes to Talus. They did a pretty cool job with that. It's dramatically different. Before
yeah.
it was just like ranged proxy for your spells, and now it's more like you augment your spells and turn them into like augmented basic attacks essentially. Because like your normal is like throwing out like an energy attack, and then added two weapons and a new weapon skill to the Talus. So now when you use one of the special attacks, it essentially puts 3 of the cards in front of you, and it makes like a circle. And when you fire your spells, you fire like elemental like cannon shots out from the little like Talus glyph.
Yeah.
And your other one places like a field of Talus around you, and it can and if you do it like and cancel it, it's just 3 in front. But if you let it finish, it does 3 in front and then three like around you.
Okay.
So you pretty much have like a AoE circle around your entire character. And when you attack, if it's just a 3, it'll fire up like a 3 burst scatter shot in front of you. But if it's all around you, it does it in a nova and does like an AoE elemental nova around your character.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And the weapon action actually puts a automatic attacking Talus turret like above your head in your current position, and has crazy range and attacks anything that you're fighting as well.
I might go Talus launcher then, and then rifle for
but it's pretty cool
for the bullet thing.
That sounds like some extreme R type kind of shit going on, just options all day.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
the thing that's crazy though is you can if you have a subclass, you can use their weapons. So what's crazy with that is you can just be like, I'm gonna play Ranger and use the rifle and launcher, and then I can augment my stuff from, say, if you did like Tecker or something, right? Or if you did I mean, again, I'm just going to use the rifle for the blight round. There we go. That's what they're called. But like, yeah, I think for me so far, it's like definitely a better game. But I don't know, for people who apparently have been just grinding for days and days and years at this point, apparently there's been a lot of negative comments about it. So I don't know if it's a thing where if it's like if PSO2 was your game, because this feels more like Phantasy Star Online or even Universe, and that's why I'm like, this just feels better. Like there's none of this like you're in the little hub room and then you jump in a ship and then you go to the little area, then you go back to like it just felt so segmented. Now it's like I don't know, it just felt like there wasn't really too much interaction other than the random people dancing
like
in the base hub.
OG PSO was pretty much that, and I think that's why people kind of jumped on 2 a lot. And it feels like they're trying very hard to not imply that this is 3, even though it blatantly is. Because they don't want people who have invested all that time to feel like they're getting like left in the dust. So they're still gonna like provide for that and be like, oh, well, this is a new shiny thing, but don't worry, you're not missing a lot. But it does make me wonder because a lot of people are like, it's very basic now, and I feel like it's just because this is literally a game that's not like 10 years old. It has a bunch of like compounded things on it, so maybe in the future it'll be that way.
Well, that was one of the big problems. Like, with it is just all the menus and stuff. I know a lot of people. I try to get a couple of people into.
But right now, it's about as clean as it's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, like even the current like late game feels very similar to what she did in the old game. I mean, I can't say I'm like a veteran or anything like that, but I was doing like extreme quest like party PSE burst loops. I mean, it seems like right now, if you want to farm your 4 stars, you just go to the lab or whatever, and you just farm PSE bursts with a group until you get 4-star gear. And it's like, sounds like extreme crest grinding to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so where's the, it just feels like the same. Like, where's the lacking part? Was I missing something from PSO2? Because other than maybe the casino's not there, it right now it pretty much feels like I've got everything. It doesn't feel like my class is missing things, even though there's less points to put in. Yeah, there's less points, but I feel like I can actually do more with a ranger now than just, shoot the blight round and then do the basic missile launcher thing. Woohoo! I'm firing my laser. There's my DPS. Time to shoot.
That is a big
5
deal,
times.
though. That's a good point. Arkuma slots, the theme song slaps, and the game itself is based RNG BS. We need to go ahead and just move that over.
That's funny.
Can you guys tell there wasn't a lot going on in GBO2 yesterday?
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
by the way, there we go. We did a tangent. Oops. Anyway, PSO2
Pivot
tangent
point.
over.
Yay.
Well, yeah. We'll hop into PSO2 and then we can talk more about that after. So
Hey, Fight.
guys, what do you think about this new awesome mobile suit that is completely new? I just got yesterday.
Oh, it's just an
Definitely.
amazing and most wonderful raid suit in the world. Let me fight.
I
I
are we
must do
talking
battle.
about the newly added level 2 Vertex?
Oh. Yeah, the Gelgoog
I need a new map redo.
Vertex. Yeah, I'm just gonna. This name doesn't fit.
Oh wait, that's switch the thing. It's fine.
Name doesn't fit in the. What were you gonna try
Don't
to
worry,
bring
new
in a
banner Omega
650?
Lol fits.
Were you gonna
just
try to
fine.
bring in a
Piece of shit.
650?
Huh?
You're trying to
I
bring.
raised the costs just in case you guys got the level 2 version of the suit.
Nah,
I'm
I
glad
didn't.
it's 600
looking out for
instead. Yeah, because you just want to bring in your general for that W. I'm gonna make you work for it. You gotta. Guessing you're bringing your general in. Here we go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Anyway, there we go. I think I.
Where's my
put the-
Tristan?
Oh no!
Where's
No!
the
I was kidding. But yeah, Goog Vertex. There we go. That's
Vertex.
the thing. Okay, let's see.
Look at this man in his Z2. Look at this
Hey.
motherfucker.
I don't have the Vertex on his account. I didn't roll.
You didn't do the thing though? I thought. Well, I guess not.
That's
this
what I was
one,
saying.
but the
I could
other
use
one.
some W's.
Oh, I thought that was someone in your chat saying that.
Nah, man.
How did I not stagger you? Does that have damage control? Does the Z2 actually have damage control?
Question. I don't know.
Pretty sure no.
Well, he
Because
should
if
have
it
like
did, we
2
probably would have
bullets.
been like, at least it has
I hit
that
him
when
with
we were
3.
talking about it.
He should be at like 90 right now after I hit him with my wrist thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. How have you not been like staggered at all? Ah.
Why does it keep switching to my missile? That's so
Ah,
annoying.
yes, I did it. Oh, only I hit Gustav instead. Well, I still hit
Yeah.
somebody. It technically worked. Oh no.
Yeah, doing
Oh,
this
no.
in space is definitely a different beast.
Dude, I can barely aim a shot on Zooks on the ground. I am in trouble in space.
So, yeah, right. How'd that feel? So, what do we think about this suit now that we've had 2 weeks now with it?
It's fun. It's definitely a strong contender for 600. I will not be surprised at all if it is in clan matches. Almost like I wouldn't say an
Everywhere.
entire team, but at least one in most serious teams.
Okay,
Yeah,
he
I
has to
feel
have
you there.
damage control. How did you? There we go. Finally. How did you?
Oh, interesting. I didn't think we were going to reach with that neutral.
I will
Space
say that we're
lunging.
not really doing this thing's ability in terms of combos justice.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. I got the turn and hit you, but I should have. I was aiming for emblem. So like, the thing is, this thing could turn just to kind of show it off. 1, 2,
Yeah, we got the
3,
center button. Woo!
5,
Woo!
Five times. Only if probably 6. You could probably turn 6 times around if you wanted to combo it, which just negates getting stunned, which is gross.
Ah,
I will say this gives me the same issue that I have with other big suits, and that's perspective and depth, because it's constantly in the middle and like right up on my fucking face. Yeah, what's funny is that there's a section of what happened that was talking about Resident Evil 6, and it had a very similar like complaint with the demo, because instead of it being over the shoulder for the firing, it was more like behind the character, or like almost behind the back instead. And they adjusted that, but in this game, it seems like they
I missed-
always had that problem, and just like in the beginning, the suits were small, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
now, as they get bigger or they just have wider bits, they just never work to resolve that, except for like what I think was it the Palace Athene or another suit where they just, instead of moving it perspective wise, they moved the camera further back. But when you're
They
in
did the
confined
Hangar.
spaces, it just means that the camera budges up against you faster because of that.
Yeah, they did a change with the Hangar. I remember that.
Aw,
I
crap.
didn't think I was gonna catch for a second, man. Hey, Magnum, I just
That-
got a strat.
Speaking
dude.
of
I got a strat, dude.
suit size, this suit has a hard time with that specifically because of how big it is. Like things that you think should swish past people don't, because they're like still tackling on your shoulder or like other bits if you like that.
Wait, for real though? How is he not? There we go. Well, you just knocked him over.
I don't think I
Dang.
hit him though.
Oh well, maybe I did finally break it, but yeah, that thing has to have damage control or something. Like what in the world?
Well, it has it for the transformation. It's like a concept of it, like the flight or whatever.
It has it in normal mode too.
Okay, because I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I should
So
be
did someone confirm?
stunning you like way sooner. Because I'm hitting him with like 1 missile, and then I hit him with like 3 of my 4.
So if you guys saw like dodging at the last second when I take a shot at you, by the way, as I try
No,
to shoot
I'm
you,
I'm
it's
good
like,
with
zoop.
that, because that I will say like not just that, but like doing odd timings for swings is something that I've learned, especially in suits that don't have like instant stuns right away with the weapons, unless you're doing like charge shots. But one thing about that is that a lot of suits, even like generals, are starting to get maneuver armor and shit, so you can't even really
Oh,
count on
for
those
sure.
anymore. Like sticking yourself with an instant stun weapon is almost a death sentence in some cases, because if you don't have a secondary to compound on it when they're boosting at you, you're just in trouble.
But yeah, that quick turn, like again, the suit's crazy high skill cap. Pretty much what we said before. I feel the exact same way. Still, like it's crazy skill cap, and essentially,
I counter you.
nope.
Yeah, what's funny though is that I have a lot better time with this on ground, but the NS space type feels more comfortable. And I know it has space in the name, but like this is also a space centric suit. But I actually
Right.
can take this on easier in the NS than I can fighting with this in space.
Have you tried the Tetra beam rifle?
No, I
Is that
feel
what
like
he's
that'd be
using?
worse. No, I'm using a Gatling.
We're both using the
Oh,
Gatling
okay.
right now, but I mean the Tetra is
Oh, okay.
technically the better.
Tetra's got the variable fire, so it's definitely a lot more versatile. But the bursts don't really feel as reliable, especially if you got like a high moving target. So like I'd rather just have the volume of fire switch to the arm if I have to.
I
But
think if
besides
you
that, like because I like what I said before, like I've gotten used to just having to do like oddly timed swings or like other things to get in. So like not having the instant stun charge and having to wait for that doesn't really bother me. That just feels more like a liability too if I lean on it too much. Because the output's not going to be that crazy, like regardless. And if I'm really trying to do damage, I'm not
My
going to be
tackling
doing it
going
from
on.
the outside. I just need to get in and bunga, like regardless of what I want. That's the
Heck,
thing about
9.
suits like this is like you got options, but you know what your better option is? To shut the fuck up and swing.
Yeah, pretty
Hmm.
much. I mean, that's kind of why I like the Tetra, because it just has that one burst and you can stun a lot of things, unless they have, you know, damage control stuff like,
Hmm.
you know, 650 could get a little weird depending on the suit, or this suit literally itself. Okay, as much as I'd like to meme though, Emblem, get over here,
Oh no.
fight me to the death. Better
The
win.
bully.
Stop moving. I haven't an old time.
I've got 300 health and no boost.
Can't aim.
Actually, I don't know if I had boost or not.
You don't need to in that suit with the straps. Just puff them out in front of you.
But
You literally
unfortunately, when
have
I
like
do
a.
that, I do like 196 damage. So I gotta like try and aim
Mhm.
a little bit.
There definitely is like a timing and a certain amount of like balls of steel that you need to really lay into people with the straps.
Grapple's still pretty solid though, and like as far as damage, it's pretty gross. And the
Yeah, the clean hits do crazy
Yeah,
damage.
it is, but it really does demand you to have either someone in front of you or for you to really have like the timing down on people's approach. Because even with the higher like firing rate, there are going to be times where like the shield doesn't catch as many straps as you think, or the body, like some of them thread between because it's super precise for the pellets. There was one time where I hit someone on the very
Oh,
outside
snap.
of the straps range, and you can literally see them flickering like rapidly, like 1 to 2 different, and it's like, oh my god, no, this actually doing it per and not just giving it a hitbox.
Hmm.
It's
yeah,
almost too detailed. They should probably actually make that more vague and just like a bigger like box
I mean that's the problem with the
instead.
shotguns in general. Like when I first started, you know, shotguns. Now I'm just like, oh yeah, come here, I'm gonna bully you.
Mhm.
But like the
Well, I feel
first
like
time,
they compensated for the no fun guns, right? Because you're right, they were having that issue, and then they tightened it up, and
did
then
they
I
buff
think
it?
in some cases they gave it more, almost more strap, so it was just easier to actually get stuns. Because in the beginning, remember in the old days, it's like, yeah, if they're really close, it's crazy. But like even when you get to something of like the very inside of mid, like you're just missing a bunch of shit. So yeah, they actually did change that. It wasn't
Okay.
like the way it is now before.
Yeah, I thought it was still the same, and I just got good, but just finally got used to using the blasted thing because I hated playing the Efreet DS. I was like, okay, Efreet DS, let's go. I'm gonna get
How you
bullied or
switch to the
bullied.
Tetra rifle?
Yeah. Oop, I go second too soon.
Oh, okay.
I think that beam rifle does chunk. It kind of sucks that it doesn't like heavy stagger for its charge. It's weird.
He's gonna normal and get to be happy with it.
Yeah. Like that still baffles me that
I don't know how you didn't hit me,
a
Gustav.
gun with that name.
And that's me in space most of the time.
I thought you were gonna slap me in the head.
I'm constantly looking up, and the perspective is just so fucked. I'm like, I might hit him. I don't know. I'm looking at my back.
I like how I hit myself with those missiles. I literally hit myself with my own missiles.
Those things have
I
that
really
weird
wish
like
that setting for
hang
Spotify
time
would
in the
stop.
air, man.
Do that hang time for ow. Oh,
Oh god.
did I hit you at least?
No, not
Oh.
not in the charge. Unless you were firing missiles, and I may not have noticed.
No, that was I tried to just run and swing at you real quick. I was like, YOLO. I need to just switch to the 500 cost Thunderbolt. No, I'd do better. For real though, real talk though, like I'm still baffled at just how much effective HP as a raid that thing has. Like it, you know, on average, I seem to get about 2 shields blown off per, you know, time I spawn in now. And trying to melee things.
That disengage is so strong, just floating down or something when somebody hits you.
Right?
No, my killer. It's like trying to finish him off.
I know this is a little off topic,
oops, I
but
swapped
what
to
would
the
you guys
wrong-
think is a good damage cycle for the Bawu in terms of like weapons?
You can stagger somebody with grenades if they have like a big shield. Looking at like LRS, effective. I don't know why more people don't grenades on me. Like I didn't really know it hadn't.
Because it's consecutive. Like most people usually open up with either the charge in the
I can
shield or
boost
just the
it doing the up
shield
and
into
down
like
movement.
grenades or missiles and stuff. Just to
Yeah, you
force
don't even
the
have
other
to like do
stagger
a
in the
charge. You
output.
can just pop them and then put a couple of grenades in them, and you stagger them up, and then you just cut them to pieces.
Yeah.
Or missile them or something. But yeah,
just hit the shield
like,
and then.
any of those good build-ups, and then it just seems like you want to knock down into missiles.
Yeah,
I don't
knockdown
know.
missiles.
Like, I feel like my missiles do less damage than enemy Balwoos. There'll be times when I go for the missile spam, and I just feel like I always leave him at a sliver, and it's like, oh, I didn't kill him again.
But yeah,
I actually tend
that's
not
pretty
to
much what I
use
do.
missiles as finishers. I don't know what it is. I just kind of dump on them with the missiles if they're trying to approach or like in between other stuff, and then it's either like the melee or the shield burst down.
I'll use the shield as a follow-up stun if I can. If not, I'll go straight for the downswing. Like if it's a general that I just
backpack
catch,
hit.
and then I'm just like, go knockdown situation.
Neutral by Gustav and just passes me on the Magnum. Oh no.
I will say, like, I have really bad instincts for brawl, unless there's like a really big group, because it's like more often than not, I'm like, yeah, I got the hit. Follow up.
Mosh
Wait,
pit.
you can't. Don't do that.
No,
don't follow up. I need to follow up.
Oh no.
Wait, how did I? Okay, I normally don't question when BS works in my favor, but how? How did I?
Best.
No.
I think I was gonna hit that one. Man, output. Deeps.
Dude, that was gross.
This
thing's
I don't know if
wide.
it's just because of the sheer size. Like, I like that it has so much boost. To a certain degree, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily faster than some other suits at this cost, though. Maybe that's also because there's like Hades or like other suits that just like inherently give boosts. But overall, this thing is monstrous when you get like somebody who really knows how to like, especially in space, to keep like their movements tight and can like cycle through their own melee.
Especially with the movement and stuff that people can do with this thing, like trying to get used to boosting and then doing the turning thing to like.
I will say that the turning thing feels like flare at this point. Like, it doesn't really seem like people that I've seen like fight with it use it that often. Mostly because like the boost is so forgiving.
In space, not as much, but on ground, I've seen some crazy new type plays.
Now that being said, like the match that we had with Zars and he was doing it, that was really cool. Or not Zars, but Sync.
Sync, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who really can new type in this, I feel like this is an FP situation. Like where I'm running at Emblem right now, I could do this turn and then hit him in the back, but I completely missed. Or like now he's gonna hit me with shrapnels to avoid stagger. I could just rotate, kind of thing. I might take some extra damage, but if it gets me the kill or the melee, so then I can actually combo off of it. And you still drift a little bit in space, so it actually makes it a little bit easier to dodge with rather than just rotate on the spot. So, which I don't know which one that was me actually dodging Emblem or
how'd it hit me?
Shrapnel problems, not hitting me with enough like of the pellets.
Oh, I'm gonna say at the top of my fucking
no! Emblem, get back in
back
there.
thing. We'll try.
Get back in there and kill him.
I think I get the Bawu.
I'll whittle him down. Come here, Gustav.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry. I'm so used to you being in my chat that I just assumed it was you, but it was Sync that was with us. Shit.
I have 3 seconds.
What are you down for, Emblem? Gustav's running.
So I said you gotta earn it. A word.
Hold on.
Oh god, the damage.
Woo, that damage. Woo.
Yeah, the general shooting at raids. Let me in.
Okay, if we want to do one more, I'm just gonna do something silly. But just to go over the skills and stuff, we can go over that. Did we actually get did we not have some of the percentages before, or did we get all the percentages? There was one suit we were missing some percentages on, I think.
It might have been the Vertex.
Or was that
yeah, because they didn't have the stuff for it yet.
But I do have it pulled up.
I think it was both, because at the time the other one was
I think the beta didn't have some numbers too.
Yeah, the beta didn't either. Mostly because it was just so I don't think anybody bothered. This took a while.
But this thing has stats all over the place. It's 20k health base, 600, which is kind of gross. 20, 28, 30 for resistances, range strength of 25, melee strength of 35, 130 movement speed, 235 top speed. Thruster gauge is 80, which is insane. Turning speed is 78, 26 close range slots, gross, 11 medium, and 7 long. Then we have high spec ambac level 2, high performance raider level 1, maneuver armor level 2, force injector level 2, melee combo controller level 2, so 3 melees with everything. Assault booster level 1, quick turn level 1, which is the crazy skill that has a high skill cap. Leg shock absorber level 2, emergency evasion level 1, flight control level 3, anti-blast stabilizer level 1, special leg buffer level 1, damage control level 2, which is just ridiculous to stack on top of maneuver armor and force stuff. And
yeah, when you're boosted, it's like the juggernaut. It's crazy.
And then back binder special cushion level 3, which is literally the Cubilate before it got nerfed.
Yep.
And just for
give Cubilate back level 3.
Give it back. That'd be amazing. I mean, they might as well at this point, right? We got one that's got maneuver armor, and another one that just dumps like dummy thick damage. Like, it's not the only cube in the world anymore.
Okay, and kind of.
And now that this has a level 2, right? Like, it's gonna be running around with that buffer. Now, that being said, I forget if we knew. I think it's like 60 or something ridiculous for the debuff when you're doing the turn for this thing, but that's so like momentary. Unless you really got someone that's like hunting for it, it's probably not gonna happen that often.
Like, the only suit I could think that's gonna like really take advantage of it is something with like a Gatling, so like the Zeku Ions, if someone's using one of those. I ran into one of those and that hurt. Okay, well, where's everybody at? We're way out in dark space right now. There we go. There's somebody above me. Aha! Wish I had the level 3 of this. Oh. I missed!
Sorry about that. I'm talking to someone real quick. Yeah, there we go.
Rude.
Get him, Gustav.
Oh no, you hit my leg! Ah, yeah, shields and pie. Missed you with the important thing to not miss you with.
The heavy stagger?
Yeah. Such a
Now
wide
you got
target.
a lot of filler shots. Now you got a bunch of shit that really doesn't do much. That is one thing I'm a little despaired about when it comes to the Thunderbolt. Like, a lot of its other stuff feels like it's in-betweeners for the cannon or, like, the missile box.
Yeah, like, that's essentially
because at least the missile box got the consecutive stun.
This feels pretty much like a bazooka for the most part. Which shield do I have? Okay, I got my top 2. Whoa, dude, you hit my foot. You hit my big toe, dude. I feel like
Of course I
Emblem's
had a
just
fucking
waiting.
shield.
Ugh.
No, I
Trying to
definitely
get
was.
better
Of
at
course
that
I hit a
Oh my
proximity
fucking
gosh,
shield.
the Faz.
It was
Oh.
unfortunate. Like I was waiting the whole time. I was hoping Gustav would knock you down again, so I was waiting for that, and then he just never did. I was like, oh, I guess I'll take a shot. And I even know how I tagged your shield. I thought I hit you in the foot.
I was
I
gonna
don't
see
see
how
your
much. One of
marker
the
though.
reasons
Where the hell
why.
are you?
One of the
Oh,
reasons
there
why I
you
picked
are.
this is because I have over 40. Like, if you destroy all my shields, so that was 3, that was a total of 40k HP. Like, this thing is dumb. Luckily, I could just stun you with like 3 of these.
I didn't even have to go in on you, really. I can just do shit from the outside and it just cycles fine.
Ooh.
Nice, although. But thank you.
Doink.
Did someone request that, or were you just doing it for like the
Nah, I was
memes?
just gonna pick. I was just picking something. Maybe just like an NBL people, but
He's
Magnum
memeing.
Shield, like Magnum Shield's hitbox like flew to the bottom of his shoe.
I got crazy missiles too. Ow! Shield Senpai, please! Yes! Yes! Shield Senpai! Oh my gosh.
That's gross.
All of that was negated. Yes! Knee time! Come on!
No.
Did you tackle? Oh, you just got out
No.
of there.
What are you gonna do even if I did? Like, you already used your cannon.
I don't know, shoot. Here, I'll do what you just did.
Glug, glug.
I think mine worked better. That's okay.
Wonder if I can actually
Oh, he's
stagger
charging
you.
back then. He's charging back.
No charge going on over here. No, sir.
Where's he at?
Oh,
Let's
he's
see.
ready. He's got it ready.
Woo! Swing and a
Oh
miss.
no, you're too bad it's not a stream. It really should be. It's kind of dumb that it's not.
My kill.
Oh, what? No, I forgot. I'm an idiot. That's my suit. How could I? No. My raid hubris.
Well, hit pretty hard.
You're too thick.
Oh, there it is.
I can't aim. Okay, well, at least I can stagger you with only 3 of these. And I missed one. That'll do it, though. Rude. Oh, I missed! No! Don't look at me! Ugly. One more miss on your...
Oh, it kicked me out.
Oh, gosh.
I let him know in the Discord too, Zars, just in case.
But yeah, as far as the Vertex, though, any other random thoughts other than, like, why is this the banner? Do we want to just move on to that?
It's a cool ass suit. I like it. I'm glad that I got it. I didn't get it from the banner, but you know. But yeah, why the fuck is this a standard? Like, when we need to specify, right? Because a lot of people immediately, when we started to gripe, were like, well, we already knew. No, we knew that it was going to be
In the lottery. Why?
in the gacha. We did not know that it was going to be a standalone
The
banner with
only
no
banner.
sub banner
Yeah.
and no
Yeah.
other banner except for the one that's been here for like, I think, what, 2 weeks at this point? Yeah, that's different. That's very, very different. It was always a possibility, but you always kind of hope they're not stupid enough to do that. But boy, oh boy,
And then they were.
what a time to let me down.
I was like, increment that happenstance stagger there.
This is a problem with like bigger maps. I'm like, where the hell?
Yeah, we're like having a fight over here, and then
I'm just zooming around like,
Oh,
my
my stance.
radar's
Get
not
him,
that
Gustav.
big. I mean, every time you say that shit, I'm just gonna turn back at you.
No. Go down. Holy shit. Go down.
Oh no!
Gustav's so
Yoink.
fast.
Okay, so but like,
Ah. Now, what's your damage
missed.
follow up?
I missed, and then I
No.
stunned myself.
Nothing. He's in the full armor Gundam.
Hey,
He's in the full armor. He's got no output.
Uh,
hey, I kill people in an ace match. I focus on the ace. Just I was too afraid of him dodge rolling to try to combo him proper. Normally I go after a support.
Fear as a raid? Shame.
I only got support hubris here. Damn, not even that can... Okay, it can. Cool.
Oh, we're already at the bottom, damn it!
Oh no! Just slow enough. I should have swapped to the other rockets.
Oh my god.
Where's that
I thought I
beam
could boost
coming
down
Oh, there
more.
it
I was like,
is!
what am I stuck on?
No!
Get me here! Get the fuck up! Run away!
Too bad we can see where you're at all times.
Hey, buddy. You better make it count. Go get that man.
Oh no,
There he
he's
is.
hiding behind a rock.
He's charging. Yeah, he's charging.
Come on. Come on!
And now since they have the elevation thing, I just gotta get close enough to see you on radar. Oh, there he is! Shit! Shield, no!
Fucking shields. Go down. Holy shit, go down. Keep going down. Oh my god, yes,
Oh,
I friends.
No!
Counter animation, yay! Bawoo!
Babu!
Yeah, I unlocked the Bawoo with this win, I'm pretty sure.
We
But yeah.
Babu now.
Bow.
Okay. There we go.
Hey.
Also, daily's done. Yeah. Woot. But yeah. So if they do this in the future, like for real, if they are going to do this, they need to like have it released at the same time the banner releases, and then it all be one thing that you go ahead and spin for or go do the objectives if it's going to be a main banner. If it's not going to be a main banner, then what they did, I mean, if this was a secondary banner, then this would have been fine. If they actually had another new suit. But yeah, if they're going to do it that way, they just need to, I don't know. I don't know what
Wait. Did the lobby disband or did I just leave?
I closed it. I figured we were done.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, because it's like we were saying, you know, obviously they told us we were gonna have a banner, so you know, people who read the message should have expected that. It's just kind of unfortunate. Like, am I surprised that it's the main banner? Like a little bit, not like super much, but just like we were saying earlier, the whole like disappointed dad thing. It's just kind of unfortunate that you know they went ahead and just made it the primary banner.
It's only egregious because of how simple the solution would have been.
Yeah, and it's not like they don't already have preloaded assets in the game. You know, just use one of the other banner suits. Because like Dominant in chat was telling me last night because he was looking at the Twitter too, and there were people like, oh, well, you know,
got a lot of polite.
Yeah. Well, there were people who are like, oh, well, you know, since they're releasing a suit that's already out, it gives them more time to work on balancing the game. And we're just like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. Yeah.
Just several years later, okay.
Yeah,
well, you know what other people were saying was that, like they were saying on the Crosshair one, when they were doing that, Hathaway promo on all the different accounts, they're like, oh, well, I guess we'll just wait for today and there will be another banner or like a new suit or something, right? It's like that new meme that's going around, right?
Yeah. They're just waiting until they release the Z Gundam or the Penelope for Hathaway Day, right? Gustav Karl? Something?
Gustav Karl? I mean, Gustav Karl would have been kind of cool. I would have been all over that. But alas, no. Apparently not.
So the only thing they say, though, they don't even say it's going to be a banner. They only say this unit will be made available. And here, I'll just bring it up on the thing. But this unit will be made available in supply drops on June 10th.
And that's what we assume is just, oh, they're going to put it in the gacha.
Or you can do directed. Like, I wasn't even expecting a secondary banner with how
I think
Okay, that's what they
I
meant.
thought of the idea of the secondary banner, like, oh, yeah, it'd be cool, right? Just give it in there and you just roll for it, make it more apparent that it's there.
Yeah, because I wasn't imagining that they would just do a shadow drop on it. You know, like whenever they
I mean,
decide like the
Because
cleanse
they would
boots
have
or
to
whatever.
throw in
Yeah.
the second, like, level, too. Like, that's what we got here, essentially, is the 650 version.
But you know the thing is, the art team worked really hard on that Johnny Riding costume, and I mean, they want them to hold it until they paint a Gelgoog red. Like, just take the banner release was the normal suit.
There we go. Oh my gosh.
I mean, okay, so, like, no busting on the, art team, right? Because the suit looks cool, and the art, the
Oh, for
cover art
sure.
for
Oh
the
yeah,
banner looks amazing.
dude, that artwork,
But
I
again,
want it.
that could have just been a sub banner, so like,
Yeah, they could have just did a sub banner where you could actually roll for a normal suit if you wanted to. So you had more variety in your choice this week. We would have something else other than another week without a support. Sorry, I'm getting a little parched for eating a support here. But
I'm enjoying all my raids. I'm thirsty for new supports too, Magnum. There's many things to bully.
apparently all the base camp people were talking about
chug.
it being like rainy or something. And yet there's no rain effect in this game, so it's always dry as fuck, which is kind of weird.
But
Confetti, snow, no rain.
No rain. No rain and no mud.
so I guess that gets
Unless
the
you're
main
talking about
concern.
jungle.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the jungle. The mosh pit we had yesterday going on with the brawl
Does.
match. That was in the
Fucking
water.
Chad being
Drunk Chad,
gone.
dude.
Drunk Chad, man.
It was too strong.
I don't want to harp on it too much, but I really did want to do a highlight of all the like wild shit or just stuff he was doing or saying, but like I'd
Well,
have to get his permission first.
I will say the part where he AFK'd though, and then he came back and
Yeah, and he was
in the
just
water.
sitting still in the river.
Like he
He's
didn't
like,
get
why am I in
kicked.
the water?
Yeah, he was gone just long enough not to get kicked, and everybody was just bypassing him in the water. And I was like, man, the super stealth suit, man. Like professional stealth plays, like that is the
Omega
strat.
stealth.
Yeah. Didn't he like win that one too, or something? Like he got close.
He got like fifth or some shit. Like he was actually in the running.
Yeah, that was actually pretty hype. But anyway, so any other things with the Vertex banner complaints other than why? I mean, we're probably gonna say it again once we start going through the patch notes.
Yeah. Cool suit, whack approach.
Yep. Really cool suit.
Yeah.
If you are having issues and you can't make it to A minus and you want the level 1, actually, what are the stats for the level 2? Like, as far as defense, I'm more curious about the defense stuff. If you can bring that up. And then if we can get the actual percentages for the gun and the actual percentages for the Garibaldi beta too, just to go through both of those. And then well, the Garibaldi beta FS, pull those up in But like, what do we think about this suit at 650? I guess that's another question, because other than just the stats, do we think it's a contender with the other raids at 650 currently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
feel
fine.
like if the CA can get away with it, this thing can. It's just doing it more with the melee than it is just like ranged and melee barf. It just leans on one more than
feels
the
like
other.
it plays the game fair.
It feels like it does the combos a bit safer than the Mark II with the Doom Spike too, just because there's less wind up. It like the switch up between the two melee weapons is like so fast, and they both have pretty good reach.
Yeah,
like
I was
the
gonna say
Naginata has the same reach on there, but it still has hashtag Gelgoog swings. So in certain situations where you don't have enough time to position yourself,
You just
be
miss.
careful. Now that being said, again though, 650's got a bunch of big dumbass suits, right? So you might actually have an easier time hitting shit at 650.
I mean, you were clipping my Thunderbolt all over the place there with that. I was like, how?
Mhm.
How is this? What? But
But stat wise though, at 650, I forgot I had a beta banner up still on my end. Anyway, HP is 21,500.
not bad.
Or ballistic defense is 21. Beam resist is 30. Melee resist is 33. So that's an increase of 1, 2, and 3 from level 1. Range modifier is 28. Melee modifier is 39. It's an increase of 3 and 4. Speed and stuff stays the same. Part slots, you get one more short or top slot, which puts it to 27. Mid slots increase by 2 to 13. And bottom slots increase by 1 to 8. Let's see. The Mega Gatling gun at level 2 does 420 damage. The Naginata is 2730. Missiles do 400 damage per missile. Arm beam gun goes up to 475. And the Beam Lancer, which is just 2 beam sabers, is up to 2415. And the shield gets 400 more HP. So it's 4400.
And also on
That's
the
it.
Naginata, that's 130 damage increase too. Very nice. I mean, yeah, this thing definitely chunks with its melees. So again, a high skill cap suit, I think it's pretty broken when it comes down to the
Mhm.
quick turn. If you can get good with the quick turn and actually use it and not miss a quick turn, then this thing's gonna be gross.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the big thing.
Gotta
I
be
just
careful with the quick turn though, like especially in higher costs, because like everything has beam bar for consecutive stuns to just kind of throw out willy nilly. And if they see you coming, like the focus down is gonna be real. So like taking a flash of like 60 or whatever percent more damage in those instances, especially when you're trying to do like the big combos or like trying to loot people, is gonna get pretty hairy. I would say that's the one thing that the Mark II does still have over this thing, is that the Doom Spike just brings the damage. You know, you do
yeah.
your Mark II bullshit to go in, you do the downswing with something else if you had to, and then you just Doom Spike and you're done.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up when you were comparing it to, because I think when you have to combo more, you're a little less consistent because you can be interrupted
Mm.
during your combo. Whereas with the tri-prong, you just do one big hit and you can at least get out. Like even if you get pilled
Yeah.
off, as long as you connect that, that's like so much damage. And you potentially don't have as much to have to clean up after they get back up.
I just forget, but does Mark II doesn't have damage control, right?
I want to
I
say
think
it's
it has
level 1. I
M8.
think all the Cubelays. I think all the Cubelays
Just
have at
have at
least
least
level
level
1
1?
damage control.
Okay.
Well, except for the
So
mass
actually,
produce, anyway.
oh yeah. If that's the case, then like you really had no choice but to try to exchange with it in melee then, because like trying to range a Mark II when they already know how to Keyblade really well is going to be dangerous for a Vertex.
Yeah, because they'll just funnel on you. And the
Yeah.
stagger build up, if they lead with some of their other funnels while you're trying to close the gap, follow funnel
Yeah, like
stagger pretty quickly.
back funnels into handgun. Like even if the initial doesn't happen, like the handgun will still put you over. And it's just more output at that point.
I will say though, the Vertex probably should be able to get a stun off or a stagger build up on the Cubelay beforehand. But I feel like in that case, you would just charge your Gebera Tetra beam rifle and just proceed to
Punish them when they get
pop
out
them
of
in
a
the mouth.
boost.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with the MA, right? Like you can't do it while they're approaching you. If you do, you have to like immediately go into like your wrist beams and like make up the difference.
Yeah, you should be able to stack them pretty fast. If they're just rushing at you, one burst into wrist beam should pop them right out of maneuver armor at the very least. So you should have a pretty good kit as far as dealing with rushing raids, at the very least. I think.
I got a question.
Hmm.
You guys, so how would this work? If you do the quick turn, it prevents
Mhm.
stuns. Would it actually resist a build-up stagger? And would somebody have
It
to
should.
restart the
Yeah.
build-up from 0?
Because it's literally just like iframes at that
Yeah.
point.
Only where,
I
well,
will
with
say,
iframes though, your stagger carries over essentially. So unless you're just not getting hit, still be stunned afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm just
yeah, I
curious
feel
if
you. I actually kind of wonder how that works too. I'm
we
not
want to
sure.
try
That
it.
would be something you'd have to test.
Like, do you want to grab a Tristan and go on a ground map real quick?
You mean we go on a space map and I win the match afterwards? Of course I do. I
Yeah.
switched accounts, but yeah, we can mess around with it real quick. I'll make a one for one lobby.
Okay. I'll go ahead and searching.
One day.
You
Hold
better
on.
wait for it, he says.
Oh, there's a simple impact site up right now with the same password. That.
Oh hey.
Oh, how strange. I
Um,
wonder what that could
Oh,
be for.
Gustav must be doing something.
Yeah,
Okay.
GS3 crew's practicing right now.
Oh, okay.
And they got some 9BR guys going in there, so it should be interesting to see what they say. Also, I really shouldn't have dropped that.
Is that Sync's clan, right?
Yeah, it Sync screws. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Zara said he wanted to try to get in there, and then Sync was asking me initially. I shouldn't have dropped. I fucked up. Oopsie.
But okay, so we'll go ahead and start getting into the patch notes, and we can test this out here in a second. Um,
I got that room open.
and surprisingly enough, there's actually not that much. Oh, I just went into their room again.
Would you want to do it
They're
on
like,
the
hey, Magnum's
Zoc
coming.
Magnum?
Wait, which one?
The Zoc. Do you want to just test it on the Zoc?
I was just gonna use the new suit and just have you shoot at me, and I was just gonna because your
The
main
reason I say
beam.
about the Zoc is just because there's no boost requirement to activate a quick turn. You just hit the pad
Yeah.
button, so it might make it a little bit easier for you to.
I think the part
test
of
out.
the question is whether or not it's exactly the same as that or not too, right? Because like the quick
That's
turn
true.
is literally quick. Like
Well, it should
the
be,
Zoc pauses and then it whips around.
well, you're not getting any iframes. You're just getting resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So there shouldn't be any difference between a quick turn and the Zoc.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole
Right.
thing about the negation is akin to it, but you're still taking damage.
Right.
But well, here, let's just go ahead and pull this up and we'll try it because that's what I'm really curious about. Then we'll go through the patch notes because really the stuff in the shop is the big thing to talk about. We can go over some clan stuff.
Yeah,
And we can.
Shop actually it didn't make up for it, but it definitely pulled some weight.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about kind of what we think with the game itself, and then we'll do some new suit speculation, which for me is going to be quick because I can just say now I have no clue. Here, I'll be down here on the ground, or here I guess I can run it. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. So your
Real
beam,
quick, let's just figure out how much it takes. So one beam shot and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About we'll say
well,
20 shots.
and then me boosting that'll lower that by 20%.
Increase it.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can do this.
It'd be hard to say.
Well, the thing is, yeah. So the question is going to be like, if you said it took about 20 shots, right?
Give or take a few.
How many
Some of
shots
the
do you
times
have in your
first would be
clip?
like 2. 45.
Go down to about 30 in it, and then you'll shoot and
Okay.
then follow up. So here we go. Okay, so that's still
One Vulcan Magnum.
I need to like save some boost there then. Whoop.
Oh man, my game lagged. Whoa.
So
Old man
tell me.
nutrition swings.
Well, we'll do the same thing, but tell me when you're at like 5 bullets.
Sure.
Say
Okay.
now, and that's when I'll do it. We'll see if I get stunned afterward. Okay, here we go. Eat.
I'm at 5. I have none now.
Shoot me something. Shoot me something. That might have been a success. Oh. Actually, hang on. Hit me with a full clip. Just do the full clip of the arm.
Hold on, I gotta reload. It was
Yeah.
at 25. Hold on, let me get this club ready. There we go. That's still reloading. Okay. Staggered about 15, it looked like.
Okay. So what we'll do is I'll just charge you with that. You can just do that. Or here, I'll
Give me
start.
a sec.
I'll
Okay,
start
it's
going
ready.
away from you. That way yeah. That way I don't really leave your range, which I think you're going to kill me before I do anything. But here we go.
I think so too. Oh yeah, you're so dead.
Reload.
Oh well, okay, dude.
Because what I was
Oh,
thinking
there's a
too,
base right here.
if essentially you can't get staggered through any means by using the quick turn at the right time, like speaking of people new typing, like you could just new type so hard that you're just never stunned anymore with this suit.
Mm.
So at that point, I just wonder if people will start just so that it's easier instead of doing the touchpad, like on ground, for instance, just replacing like L2, so so you're not crouching and going prone, with just your quick turn button. So anyway,
Can you replace that button though? For that
Good question. I never
thing?
tried to
Maybe.
remap the touchpad.
Okay, you ready?
Arm cannon,
Okay.
or shoulder arm gun. Should be stunning in a second.
Didn't do
Maybe
it.
It does.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh well, there it was.
Wait, what?
Because the
did you
build up, because I Vulcaned you with just a few Vulcans and it did it.
Oh,
The stagger buildup was still there.
okay.
Yeah, it looks like I staggered you in about 12 shots.
So we'll have to. Okay, so this time actually do beam me, and we'll just have to try to time it. So and here, shoot me first.
Go for it. Should be coming up in a second. Maybe it did eat the stun that time.
I think I ate the stun
went through
that
the
time.
whole, yeah,
Because
yeah,
that
I
should
went
have
through
been
the
like
whole
80%
clip.
and the entire clip. I'm starting to get it.
And
I'm
I
starting
used
to get
Vulcans.
the timing down now from where you staggered me more consistently. Because by the time I do the third one, is normally when I'm getting staggered. So I just delayed it because I normally was getting staggered after it. So I just waited and swapped around. We'll try it one more time. We'll do the same thing where you just shoot me in the back. Because also that's even higher build up. When you shoot, I'll start.
All right, get it in there, partner. All right, say I'm out again.
Yep. There we go. And
There's
finally. So I think what happened is I ate the first one and the second one because
started building up.
Yeah, because if you have a clip of 40, how much? It's like 6%, right? And you're Gatling.
Something like that.
So even with this thing, like that's 80%. Even with maneuver armor eating a lot of it, like I'm pretty sure you can get 2 stuns with it anyway. So let's just to compare. Well, we only got 26 seconds, but we can quickly compare if we want to just run another round, and then we'll go into the patch notes, and I'll just wiggle my camera so I don't get kicked. I can't remember if you can actually get penalties from getting kicked, which I haven't had any DCs or anything recently.
I think you
so
can.
It doesn't necessarily
DC'd
matter.
out of the
Oh, here we go. Here we go. 3
machine gun
seconds. Shoot me.
intensify match.
Oh.
Well, we're able to fire.
But Because if you can get 2 stuns in that combo, then you should have stunned me once. And I mean, I can just boost back and forth to simulate the maneuver armor too, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could even just boost at you and rotate once. Because this thing's nightmare should be the Tristan anyway. As far
Right.
as like breaking its giant amounts of stagger resistance. But anyway, we'll go ahead and just go ahead and start it up. We'll ready up, and then we'll go through the patch notes and finish up the rest of it.
Sounds good.
But
There
yeah,
we go.
so yeah, this is a pretty good test. I was thinking about this. I was like, wait a minute, I was like crunching the numbers. I'm like, I wonder, can you just avoid? Because when you guys were like in space, you're just getting bullied by getting focused down. I'm like, but if you do take the damage by rotating around and dodging, is that less damage than just getting stunned and then getting bullied to death?
Probably not, because
All right, what are we doing?
everything is just high output and high cost
Yeah,
anyway.
just to hop down here on this, and I'll like boost at you, and I'll rotate once and kind of boost away.
Okay, am I shooting you?
Oh well. We'll start off with the beam. We'll kind of do the same thing.
All right, get in there, Tiger.
1. Oh, was that just 1?
Yeah. These Vulcans. Hold on, I might not understand what we're trying to do this time.
Well, I
Or are you
mean,
trying to just test?
I was just
build-up?
testing when it would stagger the first time with me boosting. So yeah, that looks like it's about right. That I negated the first one and then got hit with the second. It's kind of cool. Okay, well I have like
You're kind of cool.
You're down swinging.
Is slow, I know. Sorry. The oil, the joints aren't what they used to be.
Oh my
A little
gosh.
bit creaky.
Okay. But yeah. So if that is actually a thing, I mean, who knows what the practicality is and what people can actually come up with that. But who knows, maybe there's someone that goes full new type and just like just doesn't get staggered at all in a space match or something when they've got beams of all the Qubelays flying at them.
Yeah, I think it'll be more for just like maybe kind of like what pretty much what Sync was saying when we were talking about before, dodging the stun on tackle baits on supports, not getting like knocked down by your teammates when you follow up, or just like somebody's going for a swing at you and you just quick turn on them and not get knocked down. They'll probably be like the big uses.
But yeah, I like the suit. Weird banner. But moving on into the patch notes though. Let's see what else we got. We have the normal suit, which I had already showed off earlier, but it actually looks pretty cool. Definitely a little bit different.
It looks neat. Good design on it. Johnny got some, red, yellow lightning bolt thing. Johnny got some nice looking stuff.
Yep. FS.
I don't know if it's worth rolling on it just for that, but
I know, right? That's like the surely it'll come back with something, right? Right?
This would have been a
Nothing to
cool
take it.
banner if it was actually just a normal banner and not whatever the hell this was.
Right. Or if this was the banner that they came out with when the suit got put into the directive thing. Because there's some people who would want to
like just
roll and
immediately
try
give
to...
us the 2 options instead of like staggering it out.
Yeah, I think that's why it made it feel so bad, because there's a lot of people who are like, well, it might not come out as a banner, so I'm gonna play the, space stuff and try to get the A minus and get all that done, and then now there's even more salt than there needed to
Yeah.
in at all.
Because like even with the awareness that it was going to come into gacha, like the fact that it wasn't going to have a banner meant that there was less of a chance of you getting it if it actually came out that way. Because of the drop bonus or whatever you want to call it.
I was gonna say, how well am I doing just randomly hitting buttons? Did I hit you at all?
Tag me. You did hit me. Yeah.
Yes. And then when I tabbed over, I was floated on the ground. I was like, oh, that answers that. Then we got the GM Intercept Custom Facebook level 3. So yeah, we got another FB 450. I'm loving this suit now, especially with space changes. No sub banner with that, and then immediately into the ticket shop. There we go, guys. So much of this patch, but this is a actually really cool thing that they did. Level 1 and 2 GM3 in the ticket shop. I got the level 1. It's only 195 tickets, so
Yeah,
pretty
surprisingly
good.
cheap.
Yeah, they don't do too much
Is
with
it
the
a
2 stars.
what's the rarity?
2-star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't do too much price-wise with 2 stars, but we're getting to the point that 2 stars are 200, so pretty much every other 3-star now is going to be like, any higher cost 3 stars are going to be like,
300 plus.
yeah, 400 at this point. Like, I think the last one was like, what, 375, 385, and 3... No, wait.
Mhm.
It was 370, 375, and 385. Yeah, that's what it was. So we're getting there. Then the marking, I think you guys pointed that out earlier. Vertex is in there. Pretty cool.
Project Vertex.
I think it's funny though. It's just a Gelgoog with angel wings. I was like, so endless waltz Gelgoog. Gelgoog endless
Yeah,
waltz. Let's
pretty
go.
much.
Come kill me, Johnny.
Johnny! I'm here
Come
for you to kill me, Johnny!
me! Oh my gosh. I'll kill you.
Did
Okay, then we got DP store things. Well, I guess GM3 can recommend. It is awesome.
Yep.
Like we were doing a lot of stuff and I forgot to play it yesterday, but I got to play it for a round. And yeah, I like it. I'm a fan. So definitely going to be using that as 400. Like as far as my other 400 suits, like it's actually something that I'm like I feel like I've been needing some kind of 400 suit to kind of fill in the gap. Like I've got the heavy type D and that's about it right now.
Mhm.
Other than that, I don't know what just I mean the high GOG heavy type D is my 2 suits right now. So having something that's a little more kind of stock standard general to take in stats wise, GM3 is pretty gross, I think. But any other thoughts on the GM3?
Not a bad general to get.
Yeah.
Would be the worst tickets you spent. I think the big thing is just getting used to the arcing missiles on the waist. But
Mhm.
everything else is pretty straightforward.
What do you think about the level 2? Do you think the level 2 is worth it at all? Because I didn't get that mainly because I'm saving tickets. But
Mhm.
Yeah, both have chops. They have enough stuff going on. The rifle has enough output between you doing your melee or like your other missile stuff. They also have pretty good, pretty decent abilities in space, especially with the update. It like kind of adds more to it.
oh yeah, that is pretty hype with space.
Despite them not being actual like space compatible, but
Who needs that anymore?
Everybody has them back.
But then we have DP store things, which is pretty cool. We already got. I thought this was going to take a little while, but Go Flight Test Type level 2. We got a Draw C Custom level 2 and the High GOG level 3. I like all of those. Go
Mhm.
try them. They're good. Anything else with that?
Edit new stuff. Go get A minus in space and get the banner suit for free.
Hey, still got 5 more days.
There you go. And then finally, the last thing really to talk about in the patch notes is clan match Saturday. So Saturday night, 9 p.m. Pacific. 600 cost 4v4 simple battle on Impact site.
Which means midnight for me. Yeah, can't wait.
9 a.m. matches. Woo.
I will be
Or
sleeping
9
on
p.m.
vacation without any internet access, or almost any
We'll be
technology access
sweating
at
it up
all.
in GS3 trying to get in there.
Discord's gonna smell like a locker room.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get musty in there. Hopefully we can get 4 teams. We're gonna need at least 3 more people. Let's go.
And I know we've said this multiple times now, but I'm pretty sure this is now the last time to get this suit.
Yeah, for real, for real. like
Maybe.
again, wouldn't have been that bad an update if they actually would have also just cycled the suit.
Yeah.
At least we would have had something
Oh,
else for
dude.
clan matches.
Okay, real quick. Like, we got to at least field one team. Like, please. The marking this time is called Ivy Zone, which is just green. It's just green and black background color.
Nice.
Oh, you guys must intensify
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
a little.
You-
We
It's
need
just for
we need
participating.
one. Yeah, just
Is
for
it
participants. It's just
participating?
all participants. We got to play at least one match. Get a group of 4 in one match. That's
Yeah,
all
at
I
least
request,
get in
guys.
there.
I will take my laptop and remote in on like negative bars of internet of like phone connection to
and just
do a
just
hotspot.
enough to get in there, and then
Just
a
to-
DC is like,
Just
oh.
to yeah, like as long as I'm in, I don't care if I end up with a penalty. I'll wait. Yeah, no, we still get the marking as a
And you-
group. Yeah, I don't care if I end up with a
Mhm.
penalty. I'll do it. Worth. We got a cool background here. Let's go. I actually want that. Pretty hype.
Speaking of the color green, we all got some green right now. Magnum's got his usual green thing. I got my green screen. Gustav is wearing his green screen.
Right.
It's
I can just be a floating head if I wanted. Oh.
Oh, Emblem, you got that's a green screen. I just thought you were in the other room.
Oh, maybe I am.
Isn't it?
Intensify room.
That's just my wall. Uh-oh. Emblem?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think we had an internet
Okay.
hiccup. My OBS is acting up.
Oops.
Oh, he bet.
But yeah, and
Sorry,
that
I had
was
to fly back from Magnum's house.
that was
Like, what do you mean? I'm not over there.
Instant transmission back. That was the hiccup.
yeah, I've been discovered. Oops. But yeah, so that's the kind of problem with this patch is that's it. So what do we? I mean, someone mentioned like state of the game.
JP
kind of
site
thing.
just dropped something for the Hathaways thing.
Is it on the Twitter?
Yeah, it's on the JP GBO2 thing. Collaborating to commemorate the release of the theater collaboration where they can be attained by logging into Battle Up. And Hathaway and Natty Kitty standpoint signboard have appeared.
I don't
Is
see
this just
it.
the old one or is this new?
That sounds like the old one. Like, there's
They
no
just did a
update on
post
the
about it.
website. Is it on the Twitter?
Yeah, it's just the original one with the Mafti and stuff, but there's also something about it being on the information
here it
monitor.
is.
You see it?
Oh,
Well, I
information
know they were
monitor.
trying to
You
play
can-
the trailer and they took it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably the
Is
trailer
it back
being
up
back
now?
on it.
That's weird. It doesn't look like there's anything new. It just looks like a repost.
Well, it sounds like it's saying that it's actually out now. Is that the case? Like, did Hathaway's Flash hit theaters
Yeah,
today?
it dropped.
Because it got delayed before, right?
And then we're getting it on Netflix, I think, next month?
Oh, really? I'll
Oh,
check
that'd be
it out.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be hype.
it sounds like they're just like, hey, the movie's out. We still have that stuff you can interact with if you want to get
What you
hyped for the
probably
movie
got
in
like
game.
a billion years ago.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, if you go
That's
over
sounds
to
kinda
like
why.
that. Just be a reminder.
if you go over to the monitor, you can do the info thing.
You watch the movie on Gundam Info by going to the monitor.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's
Watch
why
Yeah,
it.
they're
that's why
they're
suddenly there's a
Netflixing
lot of
people
light.
for that at least.
with a hijack.
You can watch it on your friend's. Yeah, I was gonna say you can watch it on your friend's subscription.
Yeah.
You know, remember when they were talking about trying to crack down on that, and then it just kind of quietly gave up?
Oh, the thing where you can
Yeah.
Like, I
stand
don't
and
know
take
how
a
much that
picture
really
is back.
affected it.
The thing where you can stand and take that picture is back too, I guess.
Was it
It's
gone?
been there. It never went away.
It never went away? Okay, I thought it actually did.
Yeah, I thought it was always there.
So again,
stopped paying
just a
attention to it,
repost,
though,
I guess.
so-
Okay, yeah, it's just that's
Yeah.
just weird. Okay. Well, thought we had, breaking
I thought we had
news.
something new.
Everything
I was
this week
excited
is
for a second, and
recycled.
I read
Okay,
it.
Magnum.
God.
Nothing new.
I
Nothing
was
new.
trying to be at least a little bit optimistic,
Oof.
but yeah, it's literally just the same shit.
So I've
Literally
had the
just the same
topic
shit.
state of
They
the
went
game.
green this week. That's why we have all the green stuff. You know how companies like save money by like being recycling or whatever. Like we'll recycle assets.
You know what the funny
Going
thing is
green
that something on the poster still says April 22nd too.
So
Whoops.
what do we think? Like, someone mentioned a topic of like state of the game kind of thing. I think that was actually Draven, but like,
Yeah, I think it was.
so what let's, I guess since I've had this up,
Taking
while
to
we were talking about
recycle
the
content, I
Hathaway,
guess.
like, is that what we feel like the Vertex and the
Well, it wasn't just
Warzam Mark
Draven. I think it
II?
was also Aoshi. Aoshi
Yeah.
was pretty like up in arms about the directives specifically, let alone us ragging on the banner.
I mean, personally, I like the directives, but I wouldn't mind seeing them giving another option with the banner being on release if they're going to do it like this, like, or having some other option, because I don't mind. But again, I like getting in there and doing the rating and having a reason to push that.
But also, fuck that. Everyone plays quick match,
Yeah. So there,
quick
like,
match and customs because they just want to play the game.
and now that, because there's a few other people who were just mad that they put it in as a banner because they would just rather have just tried to wail for it instead of playing, and then they would just wail for it, and if they didn't get it, they would have just not played the rated matches. I'm like, I can kind of get that too.
Technically, you didn't have to
Well,
do that though, right? Like you didn't have to get
yeah.
them rated for it.
I mean, but like when
Not
there's
just
a
that, but-
carrot dangling there, and you're just like, I want to.
I mean, if
That
if
A
you really
minus.
wanted to care, you could have just gamed it. If you didn't want to feel scummy and you lost a bunch of rating afterwards, you still just your fault.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
mean, with that example, those guys, I don't know. They should have just waited. Anybody who read it, or anybody who
It's
was
like
familiar,
you're
enough-
morally stupid, but you're still stupid. Like I don't care because I have to do it for clans anyway.
Mhm.
But for anyone who didn't have that, you know, or just really thought you had to do it for rated, no, you did not.
Part of that might be the people who have to climb.
Well, yeah. I was like, wait, thought you had to do it for like like people who are like.
But if you're
you know,
just trying to get the wins,
D
like I
or
hope
C.
nobody thought that like for the
They
rating
had
and stuff, like you actually had to keep doing it for that. It's like
Oh no,
because there were some people
I'm
like the
talking
whole
about getting
time
the
that were
A minus.
asking like they were asking about whether or not it was retroactive and stuff. Like we kept getting people in chat like that.
Yeah, but I mean, just getting to A minus in general. Like, say you were at C, D, you know, C plus, B minus kind of thing, and you had to get to the A minus to get the suit. Like the A minus push was pretty tilting for a lot, and
Yeah, because it's compounded by the event itself, right?
yeah, well, it's space. People normally don't play space, so you know, like there's that other frustration, and
So it was
then
like every day was space day.
yeah,
Like not even just literally, but just in terms of like the behavior.
so I'm just more curious. You know, where does the, I guess, actual majority of, you know, like to dislike ratio on this event go?
I wonder if they'd ever have like the nerve to try to put up a poll for it.
For real. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below.
What you thought about the
There's our
directives
poll.
and banner
We'll
this
do it in the
week.
comments.
Technically, we could
was
do a
it?
poll, I think, for it.
We probably could. Like, then throw that I'm actually curious to see what that would turn out with. Like, do like separate ones though? Like, have it for chats, have it for Reddit. Just kind of see which communities where. Like, either it was like too much salt, or I like it.
I
That'd be
feel
kind
like
of
for
interesting.
people who are just normally climbing, it was probably about the same. Anyone else who never really does it is probably like super annoyed.
I guess the other thing too, other than this just being a promotion for, hey, by the way, Hathaway's Flash exists, go watch it.
Mhm.
I thought we might be getting some kind of, who knows, maybe it pops up in an update Monday or something. Maybe they do something silly. But I was like, maybe PvE's changing? Are we gonna just get the Penelope to fight? What's going on?
Mm.
Or
I mean, real
the
talk.
G Gundam or
We got a
whatever?
new boss, and the other ones never changed. So
Yeah, so I was like, new PvE stuff? Is that how this is gonna work? And I think that would be kind of interesting if they threw something like that out. But like, like for real though, it's like those suits would be like 750 cost. What are we doing? Then there was like people speculating like we would just get some of the grunt suits maybe, or and it's just like, hmm. But do you think we're gonna get anything Hathaway's Flash related anytime soon?
we got the suits. We got the normal suits.
Yeah, we
That's
got
about
normal
it.
suit, Hathaway pose, and photo op. What else do you need, right?
Okay, checklist
Isn't
complete.
that what Gundam's? Yeah, is
It's
what Gundam's
already
about. Who wants to?
it's
What
already
else want
more
to see?
than what we got for fucking NT. So
Well, we had an in-game model of the narrative in the
Mhm.
base camp.
That
That was
is a
very
little
cool.
whack that they didn't give us another model. They just left the Zaku there.
they,
Yeah.
they, they probably tried to fit the Penelope in there, and they were like, "Oh, it's
It was like it's too damn
too
big. Well, they
big."
put the double Zeta, so whatever.
Fair enough. I mean, doesn't that thing also kind of dwarf the double Zeta though too?
Yeah, with the pack for sure. But
Yeah.
even so,
Maybe if it was
again,
just
plug it.
Odysseus, I'm not sure.
Odysseus probably would fit.
Yeah, just take off the flight pack. Speaking of the Hathaway stuff, did y'all see the new Gundam Seed suit for the new thing?
That pretty much just looks like double O.
Oh,
Yeah.
the thing
I
that
thought it looked.
transforms
I
into
thought the one that transforms into the plane. Yeah, it
the
looks
car,
kind of
the
like
race car,
whatever it's supposed to be. I thought it was some goofy plane if its legs out, but
like a weird
it kind of
blue
reminds
colored
me
speed
of
racer
the
car.
yeah, it reminds me of Z Gundam a little bit before it transforms because it's got the whole like shouldery looking thing and the it looks like it has the big like mecha coat on, and then it sticks its legs out and becomes whatever it's supposed to transform into.
We're talking about like the Eclipse thing, right?
Yes.
Like the manga or whatever that's gonna be coming out.
Whatever it is,
Yeah, that.
maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's Eclipse. The new, yes, that. I'm looking for it right now. Somebody DM'd me it recently. Yeah, Eclipse.
I was gonna say, like, at least when it's not transformed, it looked to me it just looked like a double O kit bash, but just with like slight seed shading or like colors.
But then transformed, it was like, what is this from?
That's gonna be what support the future of transformable supports is. Starts out level suit, transforms into tank. See Magnum? That like when we were talking about the not the Bylorant, but what's the Bondoc if it was a support? Like
It would
transformable
just
support
start
that
to
flies
roll
around. I was
out.
like, no, it'll transform into a tank and just hover around. It'll be a literal hover around. Same idea.
It would be what the Zommel should be with its overboost that it doesn't have.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Real talk. Just on another thing, like I
Oh
ranted
no.
about the full armor Thunderbolt so long, and they finally put in the changes that I ranted about. Like, it would like be the biggest win ever if the Zommel finally got the change that I've been like. The Zommel just needs to have its own tank mode where you just hit the touchpad and you just zoom around, omnidirectional bumping people. Let's go.
You got one. Just keep talking about it, Magnum.
You never
When we
know.
hit the 5th anniversary, we should be
It'll
good
be
to go,
a
right?
new directive suit.
Yeah.
They put in the Zommel custom and it's a raid. No.
Yeah. And it does instant knockdowns when it boosts in that mode.
And the support just doesn't get it. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
"Ah!"
No, even better, they do that and it's not even a raid, it's just a general.
Dude, I'd be doing the scream, man. Ah! Oh, that would be. Oh no! Don't even joke. I take it back. I take it back. My hubris
No.
was too
Never.
strong.
It's done.
It is in stone now.
But yeah, I would take that actually. I would play the raid version. Let's go. Just to balance it out, they'd have to give it like 50,000 health.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna pick
Anything that has a slight variant should just change color and just slap it in there. We've already done it for Keyblade and a couple other things at this point.
Blue.
But anyway, I guess another thing that I was thinking for state of the game questions or comments, just for or anything you guys can think of bringing up, just go ahead and bring it up. We talked about 700 coming with the new Gundam and stuff. Do we think one of the things with like the Penelope talking, the G Gundam has the what is it? The missiles that track. Do we think they would just kind of work like the Dryson, or would they like lock on and then kind of have their own tracking that they do?
I don't want them to do tracking.
Yeah, I want to be home.
Like essentially, instead of it stopping it and firing it, they would just like converge in and then explode. And I would almost say it'd be good if they had a really good, like generous, like splash radius, where they landed. That way, you still had a chance of getting caught by them in like a different situation.
I feel like it's gonna have to be the Dryson though, because funnel missiles are like pretty chunky, and I think they're gonna have to stun. And I don't think they're gonna just give you that on a lock on. I think they're gonna make you have to aim for it. I think it'll be more along the lines of the Dryson's blades, maybe, or it'll just be like a weird missile that you just shoot while moving or something. Who knows?
Like if they do track, I feel like it's gonna be like the I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be really slow, and it would end up being like the full armor type B missile. It would be super slow. It would just be like lol as you see them pass by you trying to track you down. If they do a lock on thing, like it would be too strong if they gave it a stun period. So like I don't know, they'd probably just have to make it slow enough that they might as well throw a heavy stagger on it. Like that's the only thing with it actually locking on and following somebody.
Yeah, if it doesn't lock on, I think the stun, or if it locks on, I think the stun would have to not be there. But then I think it would just be weird. But I don't know. Maybe who cares? Like video game, we can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I want that lock on. If anything, I almost want them to try to, and I don't know how they'd really do it, right? Because like even in Maxi Boost, like tracking is always kind of loosey goosey on purpose, just so that everything isn't like spot on. So I kind of want them to tighten up or at least elongate how long it actually pursues people before it stops and starts to fire. Because especially with like higher speed suits, unless you already are catching someone in a stun with those, it seems kind of like you're just doing it for them to move and you're just not getting damage. And it gets kind of annoying at times, especially in space.
Oh yeah. Yeah, with the new space
gotta
stuff
make sure
too.
You shoot at them with the red lock on, right? Instead of the green one.
The problem is that we don't even have that in this game.
Yeah, like right now the
you're lucky if you get the lock because of the maneuverability.
Right. I'm definitely looking at the side funnels for the mass production Cubalate being like nothing. It's like you moved. Oh wait, you didn't even boost. Hang on. Hold up.
You just wiggled and it was enough.
Let me try to follow you. Ugh. But like
yeah, there needs to. I feel like there needs to be like a side commute or like just a hand bitten funnel like overhaul for that.
I guess another question that I have too is as far as suits that they're coming out with, like going back to what I talked about last week, and I think the week before, are they at this point kind of doing some filler suits that are essentially mostly balanced, and like, have they finally hit their spot where they're okay, or are we gonna just see like when the new hits? I mean, it could be just for show, but then this is obvious like the grossest thing we've ever seen ever, kind of thing, right? Like, do we have another Cubelay situation upcoming, or
That's what everyone's kind of hoping, and I almost wish that the opposite happens. Like
yeah,
from now on, it's just even keel across the board, and everyone's just like, "Where's my OP shit to roll for?" It's just like you didn't like it when it happened, and you just were
yeah.
happy for it when you got it.
X50 sucks. It's all Cubelays.
Yeah.
Why are the suits so just okay? Rah!
The Dryset came out, and it's only $550 price, and this is wrong. Okay, fine. We'll make things balanced from now on, and we'll slowly fix the OP
Why'd you
stuff.
nerf the Dryset? Now it's horrible. I mean, no one says that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's like, you didn't nerf it enough, duty, and please.
you didn't nerf it enough. But the damage control wasn't the problem. So.
New Gundam
Yeah, I do wonder. I feel like once the new
wonder.
Gundam comes out, depending on how it is, like that'll be a pretty good like turning point. Either it's gonna be very so-so and it is just gonna be for show, or it's gonna be the next Keyblade and we're like, oh, here it happens all over again. Into the 700 frame we go.
Kubaloo Part 3. They'll
The rising of the Boogaloo.
Oh my god. Yes.
They'll give the Nightingale buffer 3, and they're like, oh, too strong, take it back.
Oh no.
But yeah, who knows?
Fucking Nightingale in this game would be hilarious.
Big Chungus.
This is like a raid
support.
Zommel. That's gonna be the raid Zommel, if anything.
It's gonna be a support, man.
Gosh.
No,
Like,
it's not.
It's too big. That would be a boss. Like, if anything, that would be the next boss. I don't know what would be the next boss, but
New Zill.
oh,
watch
yeah,
the boss thing be kind of like when they give Mii fighters new costumes. It's like, well, you're not getting that suit.
For real. No, I guess Lloyd's
like
never
next time we see the fucking Masalas like the boss or something. It's like,
why?
It's not even that big, bro. Could have been a suit. Just like, ow. Oh my god.
Also, with what's been leaked, is there anything that is? I mean, at this point, we might as well just talk about it, because with this banner, it was kind of depressing and disappointing. Is there anything that's been leaked that you would want that is probably going to come before? Because like, obviously they've mentioned new Suzabi and like the Yagdoga or whatever's like, but that's probably anniversary stuff, and we've got literally a month and 2 weeks before we even see anniversary, because it should be the 28th of July, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wish, hopefully they'll start showing stuff closer halfway through next month. But I mean, is there anything you would want them to release probably on the patch day or just any other week? For me, I wouldn't mind seeing that Mark III full armor.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I mean, honestly,
cool.
This week would have been good for the refined Barzam. I kind of wish they would have did that. I didn't just have the other one as a sub banner.
I'm just
that'd
curious
be
to see what
good.
that does.
Jagdoga might not be too bad as we get closer to anniversary too.
Yeah, I would like to see the more supporty version where it has everything. I guess that's more of the Kai version or whatever it is.
Jagdoga would probably just be another like general, to be honest.
Probably, yeah, just the normal one. But like, there's some other Doga variants that could be cool. Actually, just got mentioned in chat. But like, that's probably after. So anything, the other support variant apparently of the Dovenwolf, which is a named variant kind of thing.
Yeah.
The work lock
WB.
But the other
Do it with
low hanging
white
fruit
base.
would have been the Zaku 3 custom.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool to see.
I could see Rigazee for like anniversary range. Maybe not like a banner, but like maybe as a limited.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, what would be the limited for Char's counterattack?
I'd say Rigazee or like the refined, one of the two.
Wait, is it refined from Char's counterattack?
No, but it seems harmless enough.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, I can
Because
see
like
the
I was
Rigazee.
gonna say the Zaku 3 custom, but it's like that's technically a character suit. I don't think they do that.
Yeah.
I can see the Rigazee. They put it out as a event suit, and it gives them the excuse to be like, "Well, we couldn't give it the flight parts, so we gave it to everybody for free." Grants you the roll on Double Zeta. Anyway,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fuckery afoot.
but yeah. Oh, Worklock Bonham, Banhammer, Dovenwolf. That's a WB
Did you
stand.
not get stud?
But yeah. If the Full Armor Gundam Mark III gets even an ounce of the sweetness that the normal Mark III has, and they give it more weapons, watch the Full Armor version get the shield beam saber.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, it would be on theme with the usual sabers for support, or the full armor type supports.
Yeah.
Usually have like a little arm beam saber.
Little box
Kind of like
saber.
work the same way. Yeah, it had the same feel. But yeah, I would roll on the. According to this, they're gonna be generals. I don't know. New Gundam and
Look away
Sazabi.
from me.
You're like, I don't know. Zaku 3 Custom could be cool. Yakushiki, Kai. I like the raids. GM Intercept would be interesting. I kind of wonder what it would have that would make it different than like any of the other. Like, what's making a GM Intercept not be a GM Quell? It's just like a worse version of the G3.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of raid is going to be?
I
Not the
feel like
Hyper
that's
Hammer.
a clan suit maybe or something. Like I don't even know. Are they just gonna shadow
I'd
drop
say
that?
compared to other clan suits, that'd be kind of rough, unless they gave it like a heavy swing or something to try to differentiate it.
Yeah.
Heavy attack could be a thing too. Yeah.
I mean, it's like that suit and like the other Gelgoog thing. Like for me, those two are just kind of like. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing another
A desert
Gelgoog,
Gelgoog.
but like it
Mm.
would kind of be cool to see it. But it's like this doesn't seem these days, banner material. I guess.
Yeah, I mean they did the dominance, so
I mean, they did the
it'd probably
dominance,
just be
so
another
fair
dominance
enough.
situation if that
Yeah.
happened.
Again, I think back to more of the state of the game kind of side of this. I think I'm sure we'll see something that's OP at some point, but like I just wonder if they found their spot and they're like, yeah, we know how we like to just come out with suits now. I mean,
I guess the
right now it's
question
not too
is
bad.
whether or not it really is in line with people's expectations and like wants, especially when we talk about mainliner character suits specifically.
I mean, definitely with this banner, morale's down, but
Yeah,
I think that's across the board for good
that's a
reason.
that's a different situation other than
Yeah.
the suit being disappointing because we've already mentioned about the idea that it's like a good suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which and that's the thing. This thing's actually pretty strong as far as stats and stuff goes. So it does have a good skill cap, but I think things with a high skill cap can have a little bit higher stuff. Uh, just for that fact. The other thing too is the previous suits though. I've had a few people been like, yeah, I'm taking a break or I'm done for a while. Maybe anniversary. Maybe I'll come back anniversary. I've been hearing
I
that.
never believe anyone that says that because people that I've heard say that and like immediately like an hour later are on Twitter like I was trying to do more rated and I went down more. Fuck this game.
I mean,
And the
I
next day
see
they're like,
that,
I'm
but
doing more rated again. They'll be trying to get in there. It's like, nah, y'all ain't done. You're just mad. And you need time to calm down.
I mean, unless some people, one of the reasons why I've done this is here recently I've been, trying to make room for clan stuff and things. So there's a couple of people in the clan that have just been taking a break for that reason, and it kind of comes down to that kind of thing. Is they're just like, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for a suit to kind of bring me back to play more. And then a lot of people have already, went through the space salt, and they're just like, I'm done till anniversary unless something pops up that is really cool. I've already sweated more than I need to sweat for the next month. Like, fair enough. So it kind of come down to that. Really, is the biggest thing, because I'm seeing a lot of people hit like 15. Well, not a lot, but a few hit like 15 days, and I'm just like,
Yeah, a little
taking a
long in the
break.
tooth there.
Start messaging them. You taking a break? And then I've kind of found that out. So like I don't know. I think it's one of those things, like it's just compounded with like the okay suits. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not fantastic. And as far as it, again, this game has already went down the route of like, what does this suit do? So
Yeah, it's also like the idea of what I was talking about before we started. Like, I don't know if people really want to admit this or not, but like a lot of we have had good suits, but a lot of the good suits have been raids, and a lot of people that tend to be in our chats and other things don't really do raids or like dealing with raids. And especially with the Vertex drop, there was a lot of raid exhaustion in raided, so people were doing like really hard bent like general pushes, just either in expectation or because they just really wanted to go anti-Vertex and just like wreck house and just hope everyone would follow suit.
I feel you there though. The support mains in Twitch chat are like strong. I don't know if it's just because people don't like me playing raids and on stream, but like I feel like a good high percentage of my request for MS are like supports. But it could just be because I suck at it and they want to see me suffer.
I mean, that too. I was gonna say that's probably more so of it. They just know that you don't do support that much.
see, that's where my see, that's the high level play that I'm doing. I just play the support. They're like, oh, I guess he's just torturing himself. Here, you should play a meta suit once in a while. And I'm like, no, I don't.
No, don't make me do it. As you like get
no.
in the suit, or he's already in the suit.
Well, no.
The only time I ever get those is
sometimes,
when it's
but
like
when it was the Mark II, no, dude, I can't Mark II. Like I mean, now, maybe now that I've practiced more with it, but there for a while, I was just like Mark II. I'll trade somebody that suit. Now it's like, okay, I'll do it. But like when it first came out, I was just like, I know it's good, but I can't hit anything with this beam rifle. So it was like, I'm gonna run at you and follow up on my teammate knocking you down. And that's about the only time I could do anything. So I just shrapnel bazooka, and that's how I did all my damage. That's how I got my 100k plus damage, was that. But just the normal beam to melee, the meta playstyle was just not clicking with me at all.
It's that idea of people telling you like, get good, but I am good, just not in good suits.
Yeah.
So in that regard, then, just kind of maybe even pivoting, what do you think we're gonna see next week then?
Well, here, let's go ahead and finish the top.
Ooh. Since we're talking about suits.
General, full armor, slave wraith, support, Mark III, or Dovenwolf. That's my pick.
Are we picking from like the list or just like in general?
Just in general.
In general.
Former slave rape wasn't on there.
Full armor would be cool.
I agree.
Zach 3 custom and the refined Barzam, if those are actually gonna be a thing, especially with the Barzam at this point, right? Might just be Photoshop Barzam forever. But those feel like they're safe enough. They're at least pre-CCA in terms of the different variants and stuff that we can do that people would actually roll on before like anniversary. So I'd be down for those. Either of those three, so Barzam, full armor, or the custom.
I think using this week as a basis, I could see the support being the Zeta Plus C1, the general being the Zeta Gundam, and the raid being like Char's Dija. All of a one, of course, because we don't need to make anything new. Let's just reuse old assets. I think it'll definitely be one of those suits as the main banner, of course. I'm not.
You know what would be hilarious but awful is if they actually started doing level 3s, but they're in the same cost, but they're just like side variants. But they actually bump the level because technically they're the same suit.
Oof.
Like, and Draven is a hot take in
CCA refined, but it's just like slightly different, and maybe they change the class.
What they need to do for the next banner, what they should have done for this one at the Hathaway event, was they put in the team kill Jigen or whatever that Hathaway was piloting.
Oh my god!
The background of it will have like Chan's. The banner art is like Hathaway, and it's like you killed Quest, and it's like Chan's suit exploding, and like her new type ghost coming out. And
oh no!
Like, it's got his Jigen just sitting there like shooting at it or something. Like
they're trying really hard to make him look cool, and it's just like, you know what? He was actually just a dumb jobber child when he first debuted.
Yeah, they can't put that one out.
Yeah,
Not
he's
yet.
He's like, what's his name from?
Remember when he was just like a big dumbass? No.
Who's the equivalent in Zeta?
What was that, Magnum?
Kotz. There we go. He's Kotz 2.0.
Oh yeah. I should change my follow notification to just be the one where Bright slaps Hathaway into Amuro's arms. Since we're celebrating Hathaway's flash.
Congratulations, you got a Bright slap too. You're part of the club now.
You are now a new type.
Baptism by slappage. Why you gotta let me be a crusty old type?
I guess I'll make you a new type, son.
Bip.
I'll see you in a few years when I kill you. Federation did Bright dirty, by the way. Spoilers, by the way, but Bright kills Nafty. Crazy, man. Crazy. Then he becomes a baker.
Constantly like, just like the sole survivor of different things, Asian. Fuck you. He got mad.
Bright gets
you could have just read it, it's been 30 years, bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, someone was talking about that, like 30 years and so much delay, and it's finally here. Is like someone did a post about that today.
Are you talking about Hathaway's new type powers?
Agent Zangy about your spoilers.
Uh-oh.
Oh, has he never seen the stuff before? Whoops.
No. Wow, thanks.
Don't worry, there's no context.
I've already been spoiled like 3 times, but also, yeah.
It's probably not.
When you do the podcast, when it gets to this point, spoiler alert, and then just bleep out what Emblem says.
Oh my gosh, let me say I actually got to edit it.
That's a lot of work.
I mean, hilarious.
I mean, I got like 3 hours before I got to start driving, so I don't know.
No, there's a delay. So yeah, it's happening on Netflix. We're not getting a theater release because people don't know how to act. But Stateside's gonna get a Netflix release.
Yeah, I think Netflix is better than Fathom events anyway. This is probably smart on their part. Nobody goes to Fathom events for the most part, outside of like Dragon Ball Z movie.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z's got Dragon Ball Z's got enough normies.
I
Oh,
go and
boy.
watch
But yeah.
Fathom events. I want Shar's counterattack and narrative.
I mean,
I've only
going to the Fathom event for Konosuba was fun though. I actually liked that a
Did it
lot.
sell out? Like I've only like
Yeah, there's a bunch of people for the Konosuba one. There's a bunch of people for it. The Shar's counterattack one, you're right. It was pretty quiet, but there was a good handful of us for that in NT. I think Hathaway's Flash would probably be a bit better since it's just like a newer movie and they've been hyping it up enough. But I think because of the reception they had for like Shar's counterattack and maybe even NT, they were like, Konosuba did okay, but this, nah, not so much. Gundam doesn't do it as much.
Around here, NT was okay,
Around
and then
here.
Char's counterattack was just like, people were like, oh wait, they're doing Gundam movies?
Already watched this.
Theaters? And then, so like, for Char's counterattack, there was a lot more. Like, narrative, there was like, not as many, because, like, I barely heard about narrative.
This?
Like, you know, I was just like, oh, narrative. Wait, it's in theaters? Okay, cool. That'll be cool. Sure, why not? And then, you know, now I'm just like, they're doing theater stuff. Char's counterattack. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, like once I was aware, I was like, hell yeah, I'll go to the next one. Let's go.
I just think it was funny that it was supposed to be Hathaway's Flash that year, and then they were just like, next winner. Next winner.
And winner at the next one after that.
Hathaway's Flash.
We're gonna do it in the spring. Nah, I got you, man. We're in the summer.
Pretty well. Like I think the only non-animated event I've seen do decently well was like a showing of Gone in the Winds during its anniversary. A lot of people came out for that. Dragon Ball Z like sold like hotcakes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember when The Killer Joke got released on theaters as a Fathom event. A lot of people came to see that.
Oh yeah. You got to jerk to your dark DC stuff every once in a while.
For sure. If I don't remember the Konosuba event, it may not have been in the theaters I worked at, which is a shame. I would have liked to have watched that one.
And that was a fun one.
One Piece Gold did pretty well.
The fucking one for DBZ, I don't think DBZ was a Fathom event actually.
It was at our theater. Like both DBZ, whatever the name of it was, where they fight Bills.
Broly or whatever.
Broly one.
Yeah, the one that led into Super was a Fathom event. And so was the one where they fight Frieza.
Yeah, Resurrection F.
Both of those were Fathom.
I knew Resurrection F was one.
I was gonna say, guys, I was wondering about Broly at that point. I think Broly might have just been a regular release at that point.
Might have
been. Like they gave us the poster, but like it didn't really seem like they had any like Fathom shit in the beginning.
Well, I know for a fact that both of the ones I mentioned were Fathom events. Because everybody was talking about, like, I remember talking to my GM, was like, I can't believe this Fathom event's selling out. I was like, yeah, all the weebs are going to come out to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Like, we got the weebs.
I mean,
we were literally, he was literally like not going to schedule heavy. I was like, no, you need to add more people to the schedule. Everyone's going to come out and watch this thing. I promise you.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you sure? I was like, 100%.
He called it.
not even
weebs, like though. Single digits.
Emblem was the fucking harbinger. Like, nah, man, you need to prepare. Brace yourselves.
Both of these.
The must is coming.
Like around here, it's like
gonna smell like every other convention game room you've ever been in. But it's like gonna be heavy. Yeah.
Like around here too, it'd be like not only just the weebs, but then you have like everybody else. Like you have like the Call of Duty people coming out. You have the just everybody just coming out of the woodworks, being like, "Oh, Dragon Ball, yeah, that's
Dragon Ball's normie bait, hardcore, like unironically, because everyone knows it. It's just a lot more known. They did a push for Gundam in the early 2000s, and it really didn't stick. If it was Wing, probably more people would have showed up. Like, oh, they did Endless Waltz or something. Like, oh shit, but that's about it. Maybe if they did an event for IBO or some shit.
But yeah. So, you have any other new suits that are, or are you going with that list, Emblem?
Oh no, definitely old suit banner, the meme on BB.
If you somehow,
I can't wait.
If you somehow are right, I like.
Smithy cussed everything now.
Our release banner with the G3 Gundam, the Gelgoog, and the Zamal did so well. when we introduced 550, let's do it for 700.
Now you have
I just
another
don't know
chance at
why.
them.
Like, they've literally gotten burned every time they've done main banners for like old suits. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to do it to Vertex.
Yeah.
There's not even like a good.
They have a, that's a good point. They have a history, and they still were
Yeah.
like against better judgment. Did it again.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess they wanted, like, I don't know what it.
The first 700 cost suit probably gonna be new Gundam.
I-
Old suit will probably be Grandpa Gundam. And Gelgoog will get in there too. Probably the early pro or the Hymo.
I could see the shadow
Actually-
banner or the secondary banner for Char. Like if they don't do like a promo banner, you know, like multiple steps or whatever.
Yeah.
I could see it being like new Gundam, Grandpa Gundam 700, and some promotion banner for the anniversary or something like that. That'd be interesting.
So
Yeah, like what is it? The one they did for anniversary where it was like a wrap up banner for the year.
Yeah, where it's like the different
Oh,
series
yeah.
or whatever.
different series
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. They'll
Yeah.
probably do that. But just on a side note, and this is kind of more towards state of the game kind of thing, but
Also, you guys, it's almost midnight.
yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
we need to wrap up. We can talk about it later, I guess, because this could be a whole topic. Because I also kind of just had a brain fart and forgot what I was gonna say. It's something Emblem said. We'll talk about a post, and then we'll jog my memory post. But yeah, we want to just do some shoutouts,
mhm.
and then we'll
Let's
actually
see, Gustav
make it a topic.
13th, Gustav underscore X triple I over here on too many platforms now. Primarily trying to keep up with Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube for my VODs and some other highlights from like matches and stuff like that. Also trying to get into shorts a bit more because apparently those pull some numbers. But we're also trying to cross post for Instagram as well as TikTok. Kind of crazy to look into all those. I never would have thought in a million years I'd be on any of that stuff. But that's kind of what happens when you start doing more social media shit, I guess.
Mhm.
Besides that, getting into Near Replicant as our secondary game, we'll probably be continuing that. Maybe before clan matches. If not, then by Sunday technically, because we're gonna be doing what is it? Clan matches in the evening this time around. So that's gonna be the big thing for tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some good numbers on that. And if I'm not like completely wiped, we might do near, but if not, it'll be on Sunday. And besides that, just keeping up with GBO2, trying to do more stuff for clans. GS3 and GKN are both still recruiting, as always, so be sure to look us up. And besides that, hopefully we can just keep consistent. What about you guys?
Yeah, and I'm Gaming Emblem. You can find me on the internet at twitch.tv/Gaming Emblem and youtube.com not /Gaming Emblem because I think it to be a partner to have a real title. It's probably just hit your keyboard with your head and you'll probably go to my YouTube. That's random characters you put in. But we're playing some battle cooperation, a little bit of PSO2 New Genesis. Still messing around on Super Robot Wars and all that good jazz. Check it out. We play video games on the internet. Team No Pants and Team Tri Pants are recruiting. No Pants for more casual players. Tri Pants for the clan types. You can hit it up.
Cool. And as always, everybody's links and stuff will be down in the description below. But I'm EG Magnum. I stream on Twitch, YouTube channel, Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Pretty much same thing Gustav said with too many social media things. And yeah, I also have been looking into the TikTok things. So gotta check on those clocks. But so I'll be doing some Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis right after this, or the dailies, maybe a game of League or something before I leave. And yeah, so I'll be on vacation for a short bit, but should be back stuff on Wednesday and Thursday. So good for the podcast next week. Then probably just stream on the weekend just to continue where probably won't be streaming any at all on Tuesday. But definitely gonna be catching up on Phantasy Star Online 2 stuff and some other games. Gonna be doing some Final Fantasy 14 though at some point. Because I want to get ready for that expansion, and I still can't decide. I'm still tilted on the once you have any subscription, you have to continue to pay to play, even though a free account can get farther than you can. But anyway, slight tilt there. That's just annoying that you can't just like become a free account and get your character that's farther locked, even though now free can go farther than anyway. But yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. League, that GBO2 dailies and stuff, and probably some Path of Exile at some point. Too Many Games is coming up, but luckily I'm getting more time again, where I've been busy here recently. But anyway, that'll be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments down below about what you thought about what we talked about and what was in this video. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Later.